When you're considering installing your electronic cabinet lock, the first thing you want to do is decide where you're going to put the card reader. Are you going to want the card reader to be opened from the front of the drawer? Or are you going to want the card reader, by the way, we should do that. Or are you going to want the card reader to be opened from the top? Either way, place the card reader where you want your signal to open the electronic cabinet lock. Now I've decided that I want my cabinet lock to be flush, just about, over on the side, so that I can use the maximum amount of room. You want to ensure that the piece that is going to go, for me, it's going to go up inside here. You want to make sure that it is got enough clearance on the side here. And it might not look like it, but it does. And two, I want to make sure that it's going to be flush with the top of the cabinet, so that when it closes, this is flush with this is flush with the front. One other very important thing to do at this time would be to make sure that you've got fresh batteries in your electronic lock and a key already made, programmed, that is. Now I've installed the key reader at the front of the cabinet, so when I slide this over, it will unlock that top piece. If you decide not to do that, when you've installed this and you close the drawer, when it locks, you might not be able to open the drawer because you've not programmed a key. So at this point, you need to find your center holes. We do that basically just by looking for the center of the hole and marking. And I've already got little marks here, by the way. Through a bit of trial and error, I learned the best way to get my mark is to find something long and flat, draw your line across the outer parts of your drawer. Basically because you don't want to measure from the top in, you need to measure from this flush line in. So you mark your line. You're going to take those center holes that I just showed you. You might not have one of these handy dandy devices. And you're not going to have the pre-drilled holes already, by the way. So you're just going to take the edge of it, that center hole mark that you had, and you're going to draw your line. Draw it back as far as you need to, because it can be erased. Go to your other center hole line, put your pencil on it, and draw all the way back. At that point, you're going to be measuring 1.5 inches from this flush line back. That is going to be where the top part of your lock is. Now, you don't want to install your lock at this moment, because if you do, your drawer will not be able to go past the lock and it will just get stuck. So you wait to install that, and it can get a little bit hairy. I should mention that once you find 1.5 inches back, that wouldn't be 1.5. We're going from this line, remember, and we want to put our center line right about there. So once you find 1.5 inches, make your holes. Take a small drill bit, do a pre-drilled hole. Make sure that your hole does not go all the way through the top of your desk or little drawer that I've got here. Otherwise, you're going to have a hole in the top, and that's not fun. There is an easy way to do things, and there is a hard way to do things. If you've got the easy option available, take it. Here's the easy option. I go ahead and put my drawer in. Now, this little guy is just an IKEA made yourself almost, put it together yourself. So we can do this easily when we just take it apart a little bit. You're not all going to have this option. In that case, you have to try to pop your head inside, and your small screwdriver, by the way. Don't be trying to use a long screwdriver, because if you have anything long like that, you're not going to be able to get it up in there. Get yourself a little stubby one. So I can even take out this sleeve here, make it really easy on myself. And now, when this drawer comes out, it won't be hitting the top of that electronic lock. I've basically just reassembled that front drawer after installing the top piece of the lock. Now, if you did not have that easy option, you have the option of trying to put your hand up in there and screwing it in. Hold on. You would have put your hand up in here and tried to screw those in as so. We are at our final step where we're able to test it out. I would say give it a little bit of a push because it does have some kickback. It is secure. It's not opening at all. Except if I use the wrong key, nothing's going to happen.